I took the Rockets over the Warriors. And it was only one game. But I want to say this. The reason I took the Rockets over the Warriors may have been an emotional decision. Because in the final regular season matchup, the Rockets held Steph Curry to 3 points in 36 minutes. And I thought they would be able to, maybe they still can do that. In game one, they did not do that. You know, I got to give Steph Curry so much credit because the Warriors don't have a lot outside of Steph. You know, of course, Jimmy steps up again. The play-in game, they combined for 70-something. They combined for 56 last night, so Jimmy steps up again. Playoff Jimmy Butler is a real thing. But I got to give so much credit to Steph Curry, man, because, like I said, that last regular season game, the Rockets threw the kitchen sink at him. He struggled, and they held him to 3 points in 36 minutes. And he comes back like a week later in a playoff atmosphere and gives them boys work. Straight buckets all game long. You know? Amen Thompson, Dylan Brooks, Jaylen Green, Fred VanVleet. Didn't matter who was on him. Gave them work up and down the court. And just very, very Steph Curry moments and shots. The Rockets got it to 4 points in the final minutes. And he hit another ridiculous one. And they started turning the ball over and they threw the game away. The third quarter, you know, I was like, the Warriors probably going to make a run in the third quarter, probably going to put them away. Right? They do exactly that. They make that run in the third quarter. They went up by 16? The Rockets actually climb all the way back and get it to under 10 points at the end of the third. So there's still a chance. They're fighting. But every time they made a run, Steph Curry made a ridiculous shot. It's not normal. If there's people not watching Steph Curry right now, you're missing out on once in a lifetime entertainment. He's 37 years old. He's not going to do this for very much longer. And he's the absolute best at doing it. As far as ridiculous shot making, he's the absolute best at doing it that's ever existed. You're witnessing history in real time. He did it again last night. Amen Thompson, hand in his face from the logo. Splash. Jaylen Green on him. Shot clock running down. Dribbles to the right. Falling out of bounds. Chucks it into the rafters. Splash. Absolutely ridiculous Steph Curry was. After getting shut down in the final regular season game against the Rockets, he comes out there and does magic basically with a hand in his face the whole time. I don't think the Rockets played physical enough. I don't think they forced over screens enough, you know? And with Steph Curry, it's not like going under a normal screen. It's not like, oh, you went under the screen. You can't even hesitate and then try to get over the screen. You can't give him a millimeter of breathing room. The one from the logo with Amen Thompson's hand in his face, he just hesitated. It was a screen. It wasn't even a screen. It was a dribble handoff from Podziemski. He didn't even set a screen. You can't even hesitate on the dribble handoff. You have to see where Steph is, and you have to be on him before he gets the ball. And they didn't do it. And he gave him 31 and just made ridiculous shot after ridiculous shot. They're going to have to do what they did in that final regular season game, which is start doubling him at halftime, bro. Start a half court, bro. Start doubling him at half court. Make somebody else beat you. You have to. You have to make somebody else beat you. I think the Rockets can still win this series because they had a couple of guys that played like absolute scrubs and it was still only a 10-point loss. And I think if you can make somebody else beat you. Now, look, game one, Steph Curry proved me wrong because I said the Rockets can slow him down, and he was like, watch this shit. If he does that for a whole series, then he just does that, and there's nothing you can do about it because it's Steph Curry. And if Steph Curry takes this Golden State Warriors team to the NBA playoffs or to the NBA Finals, he took them to the NBA playoffs. What are you saying, Eastwood? If he takes this Golden State Warriors team to the NBA Finals, we got to have a very difficult discussion. If Steph Curry takes this Golden State Warriors team to the NBA Finals, we have to have a very difficult discussion. Because what you just saw in game 1 against a great defense was pure dominance. It was GOAT performance. If he continues to do that and takes this Warriors team to the finals, we have to have a very difficult discussion. I think the Rockets can win the series, but again, they're going to need to get up on Steph. They're going to need to basically face guard him the entire game, do everything they can every second of every possession to try to not let him even touch the basketball and try to make somebody else beat you. But what Steph Curry did in game 1 was pure magic. And if he does it again, he does it again. It was against the Rockets, dude. Did you watch any basketball this year? Did you watch any basketball this season? Guy doesn't even know who the best defensive teams in the league are. Rockets not even considered an all-time elite team. Nothing related to GOAT discussion. I didn't say the Rockets are an all-time elite team. What are you saying in the chat, bro? Listen. I think the Rockets can still win this series, but like I said, they gotta face guard Steph, make somebody else beat you. And they're going to need for Jaylen Green to stop sucking. I thought this guy was supposed to be one of the young up-and-comers in the NBA. I thought this guy was supposed to do something. I thought this guy was he averaged it's not like he averaged 30 or something, but he averaged 21 points per game in the regular season. 7. Jaylen Green's first playoff game of his career. 7 points on 3 for 15 shooting, 0 for 4 from 3. And got torched by Steph Curry on the other end every time he was on an island with him. This guy was flat out terrible last night. And the Houston Rockets, this dude and Fred VanVleet combined for 7 for 37 or something crazy like that. So the fact that the Rockets got nothing from this bum, Fred VanVleet stunk up the joint, and they only lost by 10 with Steph Curry going absolutely nuclear, they can still win this series. Slow down Steph Curry a little bit and get more than 7 points from Jaylen Green. Get a decent performance from Jaylen Green and Fred VanVleet, and they can win the series. The other problem with the matchup is Jimmy Butler. And Jimmy Butler, playoff Jimmy Butler, man. He's too much. He's too much, man. The hustle plays, the offensive rebounds in the fourth quarter, the offensive rebounds in crunch time, the steals in crunch time, the stuff that doesn't show up on a stat sheet is what Jimmy Butler gives you. Then he wants to go and hit like dagger jump shots, which he's not really known for. Just a playoff riser, man. The guy had 5 steals. 25 points, 5 steals, 6 assists, 7 rebounds, 3 offensive rebounds. The Golden State Warriors had 14 steals. The Houston Rockets had 16 turnovers. So you get, lower the turnovers. Don't let a team get 11 steals on you. What was the steals number? 14 steals on you. Slow down Steph Curry a little bit. And you can win. Look, when you really look at it, yeah, Steph dropped 31. Jimmy dropped 25. When you really look at it, who else did something? Like scoring-wise. Podziemski gave you 14. Podziemski's not going to give you 14 every night. He's going to have some bad games. He was a plus 17, man. Wow. So really, a physical defensive battle. You held Golden State to 95. It's actually a good defensive performance, even though Steph Curry made impossible shots that only Steph Curry can make. It's really, in the grand scheme of things, a good defensive performance to hold them to 95 points. You scored 85, dude. You scored 85 points in an NBA game in 2025. 85 points. Are you kidding me? I don't know, dude. Now that I look at it like that, the Rockets are going to need somebody to score points, man. You can't score 85 points. Şengün was the high scorer with 26. Who's going to score on this team? Fuck, I didn't think of that, man. Who's going to score on this team? Dylan Brooks? No. It's all up to... Dude. Why did I pick the Rockets to win this series? They can't score any points, man. It's all up to Jaylen Green. And we're screwed, man. Look at Jaylen Green's last 5 games. Look at this guy. Look at his last 5 games, man. 7, 2, 7, and 5. This guy hasn't scored more than 7 points in his last 5 games. Yeah, the Rockets are screwed. That's my new take on it. Never mind. They can't win the series. They are screwed.